Yeah, come on in, tap in. Y'all know it's about to get real. Tap in, roll up or pull up, get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Where you at? Where you at? I got my toothpick in my mouth, so you know it's about to get real. Come on in, come on in, tap in, baby. Get them blunts rolled and that drink poured. Let's go. Y'all ready? All right, let me go ahead and hit y'all up. So, gang banging in prison gets wicked. Yeah, man. You think you doing something gang banging in these streets? Go do that shit in prison. It's a whole nother story up in there. Trust me. Them guys in there ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Yeah, you was that nigga out here and all of that. You gotta prove that shit up in there. They ain't going for all that talking and cause you know some literature and you know a couple of people. Nah, you gotta show them something. You gotta put in some work. You know what I'm saying? Or your ass gonna get put off the yard. And everybody in prison connected with each other. You know, prison to prison. It's a thing called shooting a kite. They can shoot kites to each other from prison to prison. So basically, if you get kicked off a yard, some inmates can shoot a kite to the next prison you going to and let that next prison know, hey, dog ain't put in his work. Don't let him come on the yard claiming y'all because he ain't like that for real. So by the time you hit that yard, you thinking you straight because you going to another prison. Little do you know, they already got the word that you ain't one of them. So when you get there and you think you about to tell them, hey, I'm blood or I'm a crip or I'm a GD or I'm a vice lord, you think you about to go up in there and tell them that, they gonna already be on your ass. Nah, that last prison you was at, they said you wasn't about that. Go lock up. Lockup is when you go down to the security desk or the CO desk, the correctional officers, when you go down to their desk and you tell them, hey, I feel my life is threatened, I'm in danger, you know, there's some guys out to get me. And the cops, they instantly put you in handcuffs, like they taking you to jail. So you in jail, going to jail. And they put you in the handcuffs and they'll take you to the hall. And when they take you to the hall, you would sit in the hall for probably like a day or two or something, and then they'll ride you out to a whole another prison, you know. But you only get to do that a couple of times, you know. You only get to lock up a couple times, and they say fuck you. They'll leave you right where you at. So if somebody trying to, do something nasty to you, stab you up, anything like that, you only get a couple of times to lock up. You know what I'm saying? Probably like 2 or 3 times. I don't know. I ain't never locked up. But I know you don't get that many times to lock up. You know what I'm saying? You only get a handful of time to do that shit. So anyway, yeah, you be to hit the next yard thinking you straight. And the next yard be done already had your paperwork. They already know you ain't on nothing. So they gonna tell you to lock up. And you gonna hit about 3 or 4 yards. And they gonna be like, yeah, dog ain't about that. Fuck this nigga. You know what I'm saying? They might turn around and get you. Your own gang that you claim, or turn around and stab your ass. Cause you trying to claim them and you really ain't like that. Whereas in the streets, you can claim a gang, all you gotta go do is go shoot somebody and you good. In prison, it ain't that simple. It's called the same shit. It's called shooting a nigga. You know, they seen you go stab somebody. It's called go shoot that nigga. You know, same shit. But in prison, it ain't as easy as it is on the streets. You know, to go shoot somebody is, yeah, it's a whole lot more difficult in there. You know what I'm saying? And if you shoot somebody in there, you better get them. Cause if you don't, you gonna get shot. And you gonna get shot for real. You know what I'm saying? You can't miss no hits in prison. You miss a hit in there, you the next hit. You on the list. Your own crew gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? Another thing with that, the religion groups in there, the Moabites, the Nation of Islam, they go by NOI, Nation of Islam. You got the Sunni Muslims. Um, you got the Melanics. You know, all them religious guys, but they real life gangbangers for real. You know what I'm saying? They play the religious shit, but they really gangbangers for real. They be in there gangbanging. They just use the religion thing to keep them tamed at a level. You know what I'm saying? Cause they asses don't want to go back to the hole. They don't want to get rolled out. They don't want to go back to a level 4, a maximum security, So they use these in-house religions to keep them calm and controlled type shit. But they low-key gangbangers. So you only get so many yards, you know what I'm saying, before your ass is officially done, with that gang banging shit. You come in there gang banging, you better be on it. Cause you gonna get called out. Somebody gonna test your ass. You don't got shit else to do in prison. It ain't nothing to do in there but test somebody and put somebody on a hit. Especially a youngin claiming some shit. Man, they gonna put you on the hit so motherfucking quick, man. And if you don't execute, your ass gonna get executed. Crazy world. But that's how I go on the inside in prison. That, like I told y'all before, y'all will never know if you don't never go there, you know? And you don't want to go there. That ain't nowhere to be. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no stripes to earn, that ain't nothing to glorify, none of that shit, you know? It's just for the ones that did go there, we got to experience what go on behind the walls so we can come out and, tell people about, different things that happen in there. And a lot of people fabricate, yeah, I'm using bigger words and shit, so I gotta take my toothpick out. A lot of guys that come out of prison be fabricating their stories, trying to get views and likes and shit like that. But that ain't me. We don't do that over here on Roll Up a Poet. We keep that shit gangster. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, let me go on here and kick this off. Oh, y'all thought that I had already got in the mix of what I'm talking about? I ain't even got there yet. I just tried to warm y'all up for what I'm about to tell y'all for real. All right? So here we go. Tap in. Tap in. It's about to get real. Tap in. I hope y'all done warmed up some. I hope y'all getting the feel of where I'm going with this. I got 2 prison stories for you. 2. From 2 different gang sets. And I'm dropping names. We keep it real over here. I'm dropping names. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't worried about nobody getting up with me. I'm one of the guys for real. This how y'all know I'm keeping it real. I'm going to drop motherfucking names. And y'all can look these guys up, all that. 2 stories I got. One is from Brightmo June. What y'all know about Doughboy's Cash Out? Straight out of Detroit. Do y'all homework on Doughboy's Cash Out. Doughboy Cash Out Rock. ROC Rock. He died a few years ago back in 2017. And everybody from Brightmo, they all GDs. You know what I'm saying? So Rock cousin named June. This is what I'm talking about. Brightmo June. He a GD. And he from Brightmo. That's Doughboy Rock cousin. His real blood cousin. So I got a story about Brightmo June. And I got a story about Stunt Hard Jew. Yeah. What y'all know about them stunt hard boys out of Detroit? Stunt hard rapping niggas. Yeah, stunt hard Jew, J-U, Jew. It's my two stories on. Y'all ready? Tap in. Tap in. It's about to go up. Tap in. All right. So story number one. I'm gonna start off with Bright Mo June, because I'm gonna start it off how it started. So it started with Bright Mo June. Okay. Now, I told y'all I was gang banging in the streets. I was a GD. You know what I'm saying? I was GD my whole life. Ever since I was like 5, 6 years old, I always been GD. You know what I'm saying? My whole family, all of us GDs. I don't know where the fuck it came from, but that's just what it was. My east side and my west side family, we all GDs. So I was just raised that way. I was always there. I don't know why. That's just what it was, you know. So fast forward to tape. I'm in prison now. And when you come to prison, it's like, they question you. You know what I'm saying? They want to know where you from, who you know, what you done did, what you claim, all of that. They do a whole damn dental floss check on your ass. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't hitting them right moves, motherfuckers gonna be like, oh no, dog, suspect. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get to calling home, trying to figure you out, all type of shit. You know, it get wicked up in there. You know, because they don't got nothing else to do but grill your ass. So anyway, I come in there, and they ask me all these questions and shit. Now, I'm gonna be real. When I came to prison, my whole goal about it was I'm not gonna tell nobody that I gang bang. I ain't gonna tell nobody on the GD. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even want to get caught up in that shit. I want to just do my time and get out. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I was rolling. I wasn't even telling people I was on it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't denying it, but I wasn't telling nobody that I was one. You know. So I'm gonna have to pull out the whiteboard for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Break some shit down. But on the prison yard, the way how it's set up is the inmates is in different units, which is different buildings. The prison that I was at is called Adrian Correctional Facility, ACF. Adrian is a little further down the map. So this Michigan mitten, right? Detroit about right here. Adrian like somewhere down here. Adrian about 2, 3 hours away from Detroit. It damn near border Ohio. It's a hick town full of racist motherfuckers that don't nobody really live at. Adrian is not no place you want to be. You know what I'm saying? For any race, pretty much. Because Adrian is a desert town for real. So anyway, they got a prison out there. And that was the first prison I got sent to. I've been to 2 prisons during my 4-year sentence. So the first prison that I went to was ACF, Adrian Correctional. So when I get there, a couple guys in there ask me where I'm from and all this shit. I'm from South I'm from the West Side. These my people, this my hood, blah blah blah. But I ain't tell nobody I was gang bang. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing the hood bang, block bang, and then you got gang bang. Gang bang is a whole nother level than hood bang and block bang. Gang bang is blood, crip, GD, vice lord. You know what I'm saying? Hood bang is whatever hood you from. Block bang is whatever block you on. But the gang bang is a whole nother thing. So like I said, I wasn't even telling people that I was a GD. I just kept my mouth closed on that because I was trying to escape. And it wasn't like I had to be scared or nothing. To be honest, the GDs run prisons. Well, Michigan prison. They run all the Michigan prisons. You know what I'm saying? And it's like 50 prisons in Michigan. And the GDs run all of the damn prisons in Michigan. So it wasn't like I was ducking taco or none of that. I just wanted to do my little time and skate up out that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I wouldn't tell nobody I was G. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in there doing my time. So in the units that you be in, The way how they play it is it's a chow hall, which is the cafeteria. We call it the chow hall in prison because they feed you dog food, so it's called chow hall. Okay, so the chow hall is its own building. So say the chow hall right here, and your unit back here somewhere. So you got to walk from your unit to the chow hall, sit there and eat. Then you got to walk back to your unit, type shit. So it was one of them. It might have been breakfast or lunch. It was one of them. I don't remember. And I was probably like 3 or 4 days in prison. Like I'm still new to this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm walking down the catwalk to go from the unit to the chow hall. While I'm walking, next thing you know, 6 niggas just surround me. You know what I'm saying? It was 2 in front of me, 2 on my left, 2 on my right. And they all was just walking with me to the child hall type shit. I'm just looking around at everybody like, man, what the fuck going on here? You know? Dog on my left, come to find out, he the first on the yard. These the GDs that surrounded me. And the dog on my left, his name JB. Real names that I'm dropping. JBG. JB Gangster. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a G after their name when a GD, So whatever your name is, and a G after it, So this JBG, you feel me? He like, why you ain't tell us you family? You know what I'm saying? And it kind of struck a nerve. I'm like, how the fuck did he know I'm fam? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how you know that? You know? He like, nigga, it's on your neck. And I know y'all can't see it because it's dark, but my first tattoo right here on my neck, uh, it's a, I got it when I was 18. So I got it way before prison. So you know I ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? Um, if I get something during the day with some better lighting, I'll show y'all my tattoo. But I got it when I was 18 years old, and I got a picture of it because I was with my boy when we went to this tattoo party, and that's how I got the tattoo. And my boy took a picture of it. You know what I'm saying? When I was 18 years old. So this ain't no fraud or none of that. I've been banging before I even went to prison. I ain't go to prison until I was 21. And I got this when I was 18. So I've been on that way before I even went to prison. So anyway, he like, yeah, it's on your neck. And my first tattoo on my neck is my nickname, which is V. It's a V with an E in the middle of it. And then they got the 6-point star hanging from it. You know what I'm saying? But the 6-point star real small, it's about that big. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, how the fuck did y'all notice that? Y'all notice that little bitty ass star. You know what I'm saying? But then again, this is prison. Niggas don't got nothing to do. Everybody in there looking at each other. That's just how prison is. You know what I'm saying? So these niggas was studying my tattoos. At that time, I only had 2 tattoos. I got one on this side of my neck and on this side. These niggas was studying my tattoos from a distance, up close. I don't know how, but they was studying my shit. So anyway, JB like, nigga, it's on your neck. So it wasn't nothing else I could do about it. I'm like, damn, they got me. You know what I'm saying? They know I'm a gangster. So he like, look, man. He like, I see you quiet and everything. I see you, you trying to do your time, slide up out of here. He like, if you ain't fucking around, it's cool. But he like, if you want to, the door always open. You family. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? And man, they was so structured, it was crazy. So after me and him got done talking, they all dispersed and went into the child hall. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time that he was talking to me, they all was in formation around me. Like it was like a protection shield or something. It was crazy as hell. So after that, I was like, damn, man, the damn GDs on the yard know I'm a GD and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't trying to be down with that shit. I'm trying to be cool and, get up out of here. So I'm just minding my business, doing my thing. Next thing I know, I'm looking around. Uh, I'm starting to get in cahoots of how everything run in here, you know. So you got the Bloods over here, you got the Crips over there, you got the Vice Lords over there, then you got the GDs that's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So it's the GDs, then it's the Bloods, then it's the Vice Lords, then it's the Crips. Michigan prisons don't really have that many Crips. It's really GDs and Bloods that run the Michigan prisons. Them the two biggest gangs in Michigan prison, GDs and Bloods. Now we all know that the Bloods and the Vice Lords run together. So it could be 5 or 6 Vice Lords on the yard, and it'd be 100 Bloods. Them Bloods, they right up under them Vice Lords. They with them every time. You know what I'm saying? They all ride under the 5. You know what I'm saying? Now the Crips and the GDs, they rotate together too, but not all the time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the Crips and the GDs don't get along. Sometimes they do. But when they do, they call it eight balling. So it's like you got the pitchfork and then you got the C. You know what I'm saying? And you put it together and then make an 8. You know what I'm saying? That's 8 ball. So that's how you get the 8 ball out of the Crips and GDs. I don't know what the Bloods and the Vice Lords call they shit, but you know, they alliance together, and then you got the Crips and the GDs that roll together, depending on where you at. So where I was at, the GDs and the Crips, they didn't really rock with each other. I mean, it was cool, but they weren't 8 balling. You know what I'm saying? So the Crips was doing their thing, the GDs doing their thing. And it was only about 3 or 4 Crips. But them niggas was about their life. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't playing no games. It 100 Bloods. You know what I'm saying? It was maybe 10 Vice Lords, 3 or 4 Crips, and the rest GDs and religious guys. So, with all that being said, now, like I said, I'm probably about a weekend now, you know. And I said, you know what? Fuck this shit. I don't got shit else to do. I'm here doing time. Fuck it. I went to JB. Like I said, he the first on the yard. You know what I'm saying? So I always went to him. I ain't talked to all the other GD niggas. I talked to JB. He came to me first. I come back to him, you know. So I went to him. I'm like, yeah, you know what's up, man? I'm rocking with y'all. What's up? He like, I'm glad you came home. You know what I'm saying? Brought me in, put me a part of the structure, introduced me to everybody, started teaching me some of the literature. I learned a lot of shit about, you know, gangbanging in prison that I did not know in the streets. Because in the streets, we didn't go off of literature or none of that. We was just claiming shit, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, you know, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it or, you know, play it with you or none of that. We, real life, was just claiming this shit, you know. But in prison, it's a structure. You know, you gotta know some literature. You gotta know what you know. You can't just be in there claiming shit. I told you, prison gangbanging is way different from street gangbanging. So a lot of that shit I ain't know, you know. And I kept it real with him. I'm like, hey man, you know, I wasn't on all that literature shit in the world, you know. We was just on it, you know. So he like, that's real, you know, because he like a lot of the guys don't know it. So he like, here, he passed me a whole book. Told me to go read that shit. It was a whole book full of literature, like this damn thick. And I had to learn this shit. You know what I'm saying? The laws, the way how things run, what you need to know about Larry Hoover and what he passed down, and man, the story of Jeff Ford, and man, it's so much shit. It's crazy. You think gang banging is some goofy ass shit, but them boys is real life dedicated to that shit. It's real life, a whole structure behind it. And if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like it's just some guys woke up and got to claiming some shit. Like, nah, Larry Hoover really dropped some gems with this GD shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning the literature, you know. All right, cool. I'm coming back reciting different things. I'm catching on quick. They like, yeah, he a real gangster. He get this shit. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't know the literature. So I get to moving up in the ranks real quick. You start off as a foot soldier for the game, and you just move up in the ranks. I went from a foot soldier to the second on the yard, right next to JBG, that fast. All because I was like that. You know what I'm saying? I've been put on hits and all type of shit. I got right to it. You know what I'm saying? And thank God that I got away from a lot of shit that could have landed me in prison for life. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't meant for me. You know what I'm saying? So I was in on a lot of shit, and the GDs had respect for me. So they moved my ranking up to a second real quick. I became a second on the yard within 3 months. No cap. I was a second within 3 months. By the time you hit the second, by the time you hit that status, when you get up there to sergeant, lieutenant, and you get up there in that ranking, before you hit the second, when you get up there, you don't got to go on no hits no more. That shit over. You an OG at that point. So all you doing is orchestrating shit, making sure everything go right. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a bookkeeper to make sure everybody paying their dues every month. You know, that was pretty much my lane. That's what I was instructed to do. To make sure the bookkeeper kept up with all the other members and made sure everybody paid their dues. And basically, we had just pay dues every month to make sure we all ate. You know what I'm saying? So we all donate $5 a month to our pot. Like I said, it's all a part of a structure. You know what I'm saying? So we every uh, GD had to donate $5 every month. And just think about it. If it's 50 niggas that donate $5, we got laundry bags full of commissary. You know what I'm saying? So just in case one of the homies ain't getting nothing or don't got much, we got laundry bags in the unit. You know what I'm saying? For our homies, for whatever they need. Hygiene, honey buns, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what paying the dues is. We don't pay the dues for one person to eat everything. We pay the dues to make sure all of us as a structured team is set. Man, prison gangbang is something else. But anyway, now that I gave y'all the whole layout on how all that happened, now let me get into the story. All right. So I'm a good 3 months in. I'm the second on the yard. I'm respected. I don't got to do shit but breathe at this point. Bright Mo June hit the yard. My boy June. June, you see any of my videos? Tap in, baby. I've been looking for you. I ain't seen you in over 10 years, my nigga. Tap in. So anyway, June hit the yard. Now, let me tell you something about June. June is built like Terry Crews. Yeah, Damon from Friday at the Next. He built like him, big diesel ass action figure looking ass nigga, man. And June was about that life. You know what I'm saying? June was a GD because all the Brightmore niggas GDs. You know what I'm saying? So he came in there on that. So he was automatically family. Me and June got tied in just like this. I didn't even know nothing about June. So when he came in and, everybody knew who he was, knew he was gangster and all that. We locked in and we was doing the damn thing. Me and June locked in instantly. You know what I'm saying? Before I even knew that he was affiliated with the Dope Boys and everything, because I fuck with the Dope Boys. But before I even knew he was affiliated with them, June was my baby. That was my nigga. You know what I'm saying? For real. So when June hit the yard, we locked in. We good. We doing our thing. Maybe a couple of weeks after that, now y'all know about the BDs, you know what I'm saying, from Chicago, the Black Disciples. At this time, this was, 2012? Yeah, it was about 2012. I ain't even know nothing about BDs at the time. You know what I'm saying? And these three BDs from Chicago rolled into our prison. I don't know how the hell all them niggas came together, but they brought all of me in together. And they was real gang members from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So when they came in, everybody trying to shake up with them because we disciples. You know what I'm saying? But little did we know, the BDs didn't fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I learned this from prison, but when I got out and I started seeing this shit, on YouTube and all of that, like the GDs and BDs really be fucking killing each other. They really hate each other type shit. You know what I'm saying? So back to it. We in prison and the BDs ride in. And the GDs trying to shake up with them and all that shit. Talking about we disciples, we all is one. But they wasn't recognizing that shit. So they wasn't fucking with us. So one day, one of the homies go to the BDs because the BDs, them niggas always stayed to themselves, you know. So one of the homies rolled up on him like, why y'all don't fuck with us? We all disciples, you know what I'm saying? And first off, they was like, look, y'all niggas ain't real GDs, first off. You know what I'm saying? We like, what? They like, yeah, y'all not on count. We don't have a chapter. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the reasons why I stopped gangbanging. For real. One of the major reasons why I stopped gangbanging. But he was like, yeah, y'all don't have a chapter in our book. And Chicago, the home of, that gangbanging shit. So we like, what the fuck y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? We real G's. They like, nah, man, y'all ain't no real GDs. Michigan is not on count. There's not no such thing as a real Michigan GD. So we like, damn, that's some crazy ass shit. These niggas saying that they just hating on, they don't fuck with us, blah, 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 all of that. So we split our ways, we just didn't fuck with them type shit. So all right, we doing our thing, they doing their thing. Maybe a couple of weeks after that, the BD niggas come telling us, they like, look, we don't rock like that, but your boy June, he a snitch. Brightmo June that I was talking about, that rolled in. They tried to call June a snitch. So we like, nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? The disciples, we don't play that. Like, you gotta come with paperwork if you gonna call somebody a snitch. You know what I'm saying? We like, nigga, where the paperwork at? They like, man, we don't got the paperwork yet, but word is he a snitch. Woo woo woo. And they like, our resources don't lack. So your man's a snitch. The paperwork gonna come out. Y'all gonna find out. But heads up, dog is snitch. Y'all need to get away from that nigga. Listen, man, I ain't never seen so much dick sucking in my life. It was so many GD niggas falling back off of June, all because of what the BD said. And mind you, the BD niggas don't even fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? But these fake ass GD niggas dick riding them because they know that them BD niggas was really from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So they dick riding them niggas. So niggas started falling back on June. Man, I looked up about a week after that, after they came out saying June was a snitch. About a week after that, damn near every GD then fell back on June. Well, nobody fucking with him. I'm the only one still rocking with June. Me and JB, the only GDs that was still rocking with June. And to be honest, JB was only rocking with June because I was rocking with him. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this. If you gonna call somebody a snitch, you gotta bring out that paperwork. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just taking somebody lip singing. We need that paperwork, especially when you never step to the man yourself and say, hey, you a snitch. You know what I'm saying? These niggas want to run around to the gang members and tell them that one of our gang members is a snitch instead of just going straight to dog and confronting them. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't having it. I told all them GD niggas, I'm like, look, y'all niggas don't fuck with John, y'all don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So all y'all niggas can get slapped or whatever. It is what it is. Niggas like, nah, bro, it's all good. We just gonna fall back until we get word on that. Woo, woo. I'm like, all right, whatever, fuck y'all niggas then, you know? So me, June, and JB stopped rotating with all them GD niggas. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas was all up under the Chicago niggas umbrella, you know, type shit. And the Chicago niggas didn't fuck with them. But man, that shit was crazy. So anyway, uh, with JB, um, JB like, look, dog, you know, we just gonna rock this shit out until some paperwork come up. You know what I'm saying? So we like, all right. Me and June, we had our own personal tight bond. You feel me? So me and June, we kicked it on another level then with JB was on when he was around, you know? So I'm still rocking with June. I'm like, look, we gonna rock this shit out. Cause I believe, you know, June, like, nigga, I ain't no snitch. Never did. That shit ain't on my name. These hoe ass niggas, you know, just trying to tarnish me and shit, you know. I'm like, look, I'm rocking with you until some paperwork come out. You know, we just real nigga 100. So he like, damn, you a real nigga. You really fucking with me. He seen I was really fucking with him, you know. So he pulled me to the side. He like, man, check this out. He pulled me to his cell one day. I'm standing there at his cell with him. We kicking in and shit. And he get to showing me pictures. And he showing me pictures of him and Doughboy Rock. You know what I'm saying? The rapper, Doughboy Rock. He like, man, this is my real life blood cousin. He showing me pictures. I'm like, damn, you know, he ain't lying. Like, that shit, what's up? Okay, cool. You know, he like, you know what? Fuck that. I just wanted to let you know I'm really one of the guys for real. He like, check this out. He pulled out his whole discovery page. I read that shit. I ain't had nothing to do, you know, and I'm a quick reader. So I read through the paperwork real quick. He ain't snitched on shit. These BD niggas just came here trying to stir up some shit because they know that they had an upper hand on us because they was from the homeland and all of that bullshit, you know. So I'm like, these niggas really try to tarnish you. That's crazy as hell, you know. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, June, like, look, don't say nothing to nobody. You know, we just gonna keep it 100 between me and you. You know, I'm like, all right, that's real. I'm like, you know, if anybody run up, nigga, you know it's on. You feel me? So we already had that locked in. So we was locked in like that. Man, tell me why them BD niggas put a hit out on June. Yeah, they put a hit on him. And the craziest part about it, they hired some Crips to do the hit. Because I told y'all the Crips wasn't rotating with us like that on their yard. They was cool, but they wasn't rotating with us. So the BDs paid the Crip niggas off to pull a hit on June. Nah, we ain't having it. So we had to meet up on the back 40. The back 40 is the backside of the prison. And basically it's just a big ass like racetrack. You know, you can run around, get your exercise on. It got the weight pit back there. It got the basketball rims. You know, it got the little tennis table thing. Like you smack the damn paddle ball against the wall type shit. You know, that's what's on the back 40. So when they put the hit on June, the deal was June got to come to the back 40. We all knew what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So when they put the hit on him, it was like, all right, we suited up. You know what I'm saying? Me and June came to the back 40 with our pistols on. You know, a knife called a pistol in prison, you know? So we came back there with our pistols on us. It was about 4 of them Crip niggas and the BD niggas. And all of the GD niggas was standing behind them looking like some hoes. And it's just me and June against all these motherfuckers. So the Crip niggas, they motherfucking, they burners out. We like, oh, straight, all right, bet, let's do it, you know? So we trying to go to the little blind spot so, you know, the cameras won't see what we doing and shit. While we walking over to the blind spot, JB pop out. Nah, we ain't doing none of that shit, you know? Long story short on that, he wrapped all that shit up. He talked to both sides and, you know, we ain't go there. But me and June was about to put it to them niggas, even though it was way more of them. But we was ready. We was on go. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't happen. You know, JB told them like, hey, look, until the paperwork come out, ain't nobody doing shit. And I told JB was the first on the yard. You know what I'm saying? So people had to respect his word type shit. So everybody like, all right, when that paperwork come out, you know it's on. And them niggas was serious. They was ready to pull their hit. You know what I'm saying? But JB called the shit off. So it's cool. Me and June still rocking. Cause I know the truth at this point. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no paperwork ever came out. To fast forward the tape for y'all. Ain't no paperwork ever came out. So the hit was called off. And miraculously, out of nowhere, all of them 3 BD niggas, them niggas happened to ride out. They rolled out to another prison. We ain't seen or heard from them again. So guess what all them other GD niggas got to doing? Oh man, them niggas was informants, man. You seen how they all came together and they all left together, man. Man, we fucked up that we was believing them over our own family and all this shit. We like, man, fuck y'all niggas. Y'all niggas some hoes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was gonna let us get stabbed up, jump, whatever type time y'all was on. Cause y'all niggas was dick riding these BD niggas and I ain't even know nothing about them. And on top of it, they wasn't even fucking with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's story number one. You know, me and June, we almost got took down by the Crip niggas in prison. You know what I'm saying? All because the BDs put a hit on us type shit. Well, put a hit on June, but I was in on it too. You know, I wasn't about to let June go down. That was my dog. You feel me? So it was what it was. And you know, to fast forward the tape a little bit, I'm gonna go back to story number two, but let me fast forward the tape a little bit. And now, you know, looking at it today's world with like Lil Durk and his situation, you know, him and his guys, they BDs. And they saying that they had paid the Crips in Cali basically to drop, you know, Quando Rondo's location and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's some BD and Crip shit too. You know, and it reminded me back of when we was in prison when the BDs paid the Crips to put a hit on one of the GDs, one of us type shit. You know, that shit was just crazy. But anyway, June was straight, you know what I'm saying? He checked out. After them niggas rolled out, June ended up showing JB his paperwork. After that, JB told everybody shut the fuck up, and we all just continued jailing. You know, me and we rotate a little differently. You know, so it wasn't all that gossiping and all that shit. That shit got shut right the fuck down after June whipped out that paperwork. You know, so we kept going on about our business. All right, story number two. Now, I told you I was at Adrian. You know what I'm saying? I was at Adrian for like 2 years. Yeah, I did half my time at Adrian, then I did the rest of my time at Lapeer. Now back to the Michigan map. This Detroit about right here, Lapeer about right here. You know, somewhere around Lansing. You know, so they rolled me. Oh, Detroit right here, Adrian down here, Lapeer up here. So they rolled me from Adrian, from down here, all the way up here to Lapeer. So they had to ride me from Adrian to Lapeer because my time was getting short and I had to take a violent offender program to get out of prison. And Adrian didn't have that violent offender program. So they turned around and sent me to Lapeer. Lapeer was the next closest prison with that program. So they rolled me out from Adrian to Lapeer to finish my time so I get my parole and go home. All right. So now I'm at Lapeer. I'm at Lapeer and I wasn't, you know, too much on none of that gangbang shit then because I told you how the BDs played it and all of that, you know. I kind of fell back on that shit, so I wasn't really on that, you know. But by the time I got to Lapeer, the GDs was still running that yard too, but it was a lot of bloods on that yard. And on that yard, the GDs and the Crips rotated. So they was eight balling on that yard. So when I got there, it was people there that already knew about me. Cause like I said, niggas be shooting kites prison to prison. So before you even make it to the next prison, the niggas on the yard already know who you is. So by the time I got to Lapeer, them niggas already knew I was coming. They knew who I was, all that shit. Prison is a whole nother world, you know what I'm saying? So when I got there, everybody like, oh, you such and such. They called me Little, you know. So my name was Little, you know. And like I said, you get a G after your name when you a gangster. So my name is Little G, you know. And when I got there, everybody shaking up with me. What's up, Little G? We heard about you. Woo, woo, woo. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm good on the next yard I'm on. I'm like, cool. I'm about to go home. I'm good. Everybody know who I am. I don't gotta do shit. I'm straight. I could just work out and ride this shit out. So that's what I was doing. Well, while I was there, uh, it was some bloods on the yard. It was a bunch of them, honestly, you know. And this is part two with the nigga Stun Hard Jew. He was a blood. The nigga looked like Waka Flocka. He looked just like him. Crazy as hell. He looked just like Waka Flocka. But he was on the yard and he was, banging with them blood niggas real hard. And he already had a name for rapping because everybody knew about them Stun Hard niggas. I never even heard them Stun Hard niggas, you know what I'm saying? But they was doing their thing or whatever. And Jew was one of their main guys. I ain't know nothing about none of them niggas. It was just when I got there, they was telling me, they like, yeah, that's Stun Hard Jew, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that is. But anyway, he was banging hard with them blood niggas and all that shit. So, the Bloods and the Crips hate each other. And I told you at Lapeer, the Crips and the GDs was rotating together. So the Crips will always, come around us, tell us little shit that they got going on with the Bloods and all of that. And basically they like just look up to us for advice. The Crip niggas, they renegades. They don't go. They don't play no games. So basically before they go pull a hit, they come pull up on us. Hey, should we go through with this? Should we do it like that? Blah 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 type shit. So they got into it with them blood niggas. And they came to us. And they like, yeah, man, we about to go ahead and clap these niggas. We tired of playing with them. Blah 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 blah. I ain't had nothing to say because I was out the mix. You feel me? I wasn't rotating no more. I'm neutral. I'm still gangster, but I'm neutral. I'm on my way out. You feel me? So the other G's, they like, hey, go ahead and handle them niggas. Fuck them. Cause the G's didn't like them niggas either. Man, crazy as hell. So the G's sent the Crips after them niggas, and the Crips went and executed, man. And they went and executed on them blood niggas, and that shit got bloody. It was blood everywhere. Them Crip niggas stabbed them blood niggas the fuck up. They tore them niggas up, man. And if you think I'm bullshitting, go do your homework on Lapeer Correctional Facility, 2014. The summer of 2014. It was a bunch of blood niggas got stabbed up in that bitch. 2014. And Stun Hard Jew was one of them. They stabbed that nigga up so motherfucking bad. I don't know what dog out here doing now. I ain't heard nothing about him or none of that. But back then, at that time when that shit happened, man, they punished that nigga. They stabbed the shit out of him. I seen them when they rolled him out on the stretcher. These my own two eyes. This ain't nothing I heard. This ain't nothing I'm thinking. This ain't no diss to Stun Hard Jew either. This ain't no diss. This is 100% facts. And I seen them. They rolled him out on the stretcher, man. He was bloody as fuck. They fucked him up. That shit was a whole another time zone, man. That shit was ugly at that time. You came through there, on some blood shit or vice lord shit. Man, them Crip niggas was on your ass. They was on your ass. The GD niggas was chilling. It was the Crips. Them Crip niggas was on it. Even at Adrian, they was on that. The GD niggas be more chill. It be the Crip niggas that be on go, and it only be a handful of theirs. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how that shit operate, but them Crip niggas, it only be a handful of them, and them niggas be on go. You know? So when they got into it with the blood niggas, man, they ran right up on them niggas and stabbed their ass up. I didn't see the stabbing or none of that, but I was there for the aftermath, you know. And they was dragging niggas out their cells. And the stun hard Jew nigga was carried out on the stretcher. They stretched that nigga, for real. Just go to show you how wicked it get in prison on some gangbanging shit. You know what I'm saying? So don't think you gonna go in prison claiming a gang and you think you protected and you good. Man, it can go wrong 3 different ways. 3. It can go wrong by your own gang. It can go wrong by your rivalry gang. And it can go wrong by the police. It ain't no winning with that shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no winning. And that's exactly what happened to them blood niggas. Them niggas got dealt with. You know what I'm saying? Just being 100% honest, them niggas got dealt with. And they was stretching them niggas. And it was way more them blood niggas than them Crip niggas. But them niggas was not playing. They came for it, you know. And they got the job done, man. So, you know, like I said before, you know, don't be coming to prison thinking that you gonna claim a gang and, you know, you gonna be protected and you gonna be straight. Because your ass can get sent off or you can get picked off. It could be one or the other. It can go any way at any given time, you know. Them was the 2 stories I had about Stunt Hard Jew and Brightmo Rock. You know, the worst part about prison is, man, is making it up out of there. It ain't about coming in. Coming in easy, you know, because you're going to get booked in, you know. Other inmates waiting on new inmates to come in so they can school them, so they can hand them shit, so they can help them out. They might even be relatives of a couple of inmates coming in, you know. So it's easy coming in unless you got a bad case, like, you know, you was messing with kids or, you know, some shit like that. If you don't got no case like that, coming into prison is easy, you know. It's trying to get up out that bitch, you know. That's the hard part. It's trying to get up out that motherfucker. And man, a lot of niggas don't make it up out of there. And this be one of the reasons why they don't make it out of there. You know, I don't know if y'all know about spud juice, but spud juice is the prison alcohol. That's another way how you get stuck up in there. You know, gang banging, knives, and spud juice. Them the top 3 things that will keep your loved ones in prison. Whether they tell you that's what's keeping them in there or not. 9 times out of 10 is one of them 3. Or they in there, you know, messing with other men, you know, type shit. You know, that's another alternative. They keep your ass locked up too. You know. But that gang banging shit, that'd be the number 1 thing. Oh yeah, and another thing with gang banging, man, in prison, it's some shit called STG. That means Security Threat Group. And that's what the police label you as when you in there gang banging and shit, you know. When you in there claiming gangs and they find out that you were part of a gang, they instantly come snatch your ass up. They come snatch you up, they send you to the hall. They put all this paperwork on you and they classify you as STG. You a security threat group, you a gang member. You get that on your record, you for sure gonna get flopped by the time you go see the parole board. They gonna flop you. That STG is, man, it's like a red light. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't miss it. It's a big ass red light. And that is what it is. That's what STG is on your record, a big ass red light. So they instantly stop you. As soon as you come in to see the parole board, up, hold up. You know you STG, right? Flop. Go sit down for 12 months. Go sit down for another 18 months. Go sit down for another 24 months. So a lot of your loved ones probably getting flopped off of STG flips. Ask your people what they in there getting flopped for. And if they don't want to tell you or their stories seem a little shaky or whatever, call the warden and ask the warden why is such and such still in prison? Why did such and such get flopped? What did such and such do to get flopped? And they'll tell you, and if they say STG, refer back to this video right here. Security threat group. Your ass is a gang member, and that shit will keep you in that bitch for a long time. I done seen niggas get flopped up to 10 years for being STG. That shit ain't where it's at. But a lot of niggas come to prison and they don't understand STG and how that shit work. They by the time they finally realize what STG is, they already got that on their record. It's too late for them. Some guys come in there with 2-3 years and end up getting STG while they in there. So by the time they go see the parole board like, nah, they end up doing 10, 12 years. They was only supposed to do 3 or 4. They ended up doing 12 years off of STG flop. Cold game. And on top of it, you got this STG on your name. You got everybody in prison that know you a gang member. And you a rival to somebody. So you always got to keep your head on the swivel. You always got to watch your back. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch your gang. Because your own gang is turned on you. I done seen some gang members turned on one of their mans. Because one of their mans was a snitch. They turned on him, sliced that nigga face open. I mean, whole face was just hanging open like this. No lie. Blood just pouring down this shit. It's called a $150. They slice your face from like your lip to your ear. And it'd be a big ass slash mark on your face. Me, you can look at me, see I don't got no motherfucking slash. I ain't get $150, And when you get a $150 in prison, that's because you either got a bad case or you was disloyal to your gang. It's one of them two. So if you see guys out here walking around with a $150 on their face, that's why they got that $150. They was either gang banging in prison and it went left for their ass, or they a snitch, or they was messing with some kids. It's sad, man, but I seen a nigga get $150 by his own gang because he was snitching, and they found out. So don't think because you in there gang banging, you got a crew, your crew running the yard. It's a lot of y'all. You think you protected? Hell no. Them same niggas that you rotating with would be the same motherfuckers that will slice your damn face open, send you to an infirmary, or they gotta do a quick patch on your shit and still leave a big ass scar on your face for life that everybody is gonna see, and everybody gonna be questioning you. What is that on your face? And you out here lying to people. You know what I'm saying? When you know that you got your face cut because you did something bad in prison. Well, I'm here to tell y'all, if y'all see that on somebody, they ass is bald. They bald. They did something wrong. They got a $150 on their face. They did something wrong. Don't nobody got a $150 for being a good nigga or being a real nigga or none of that. Don't nobody got a $150 for being a real nigga. You got a $150 because you did something bald in that bitch. It's fucked up, man. But that's how I go in prison, man. It's like, what you gonna do about it? That's why you need to come in there and keep your mouth closed. You know what I'm saying? Move around that bitch how you supposed to and do what you gotta do to get up out of there. Because other than that, you're gonna be a product of that environment. And if that's what you want, then go ahead and roll with it. It ain't going nowhere. It's for you and everybody that want to be there. It's been another live episode of Roll Up a Pull Up. So get your blunts rolled and keep your drink poured.